What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the TV Toycast YouTube channel, as today we are unboxing from the Batman the Animated Series line from McFarlane Toys. It is Lightning Strike Batman, and oh man, does this give you the Kenner vibes. It certainly does for me. Of course, the Batman the Animated Series line is it's a fun line, but maybe not hitting quite like it should. $30 retail for these, so a little bit on the expensive side of things. Of course, prices going up is probably something we're going to have to somewhat get used to, at least for the time being. But this is definitely a cool one. And another thing with all these, they are Build-A-Figure. As you can see right here, you collect all these, you can build Maxi Zeus, which is crazy because the Build-A-Figures have all been like super obscure characters, right? Like that's an interesting take. Some companies do characters that are like must-have. Oh, I got to get them all so I can build this character. They're doing like the most obscure ones you can think of, like Wave 1, which is a great wave. We got Batman, we got Robin, Mr. Freeze, and we got the Scarecrow, and the Build-A-Figure was the Condiment King. Do you remember the Condiment King? I sure didn't, but it definitely made me laugh. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then Wave 2, we got Commissioner Gordon, we got the Joker, we got, oh my gosh, who else was in Wave 2? We got the Riddler, and then we got Blind as a Batman from that specific episode where Batman went blind and he had like the red over his eyes, and that Build-A-Figure was Lockup, which is also really cool, but just not one you would necessarily expect. So Maxi Zeus, I'm here for it. We obviously got his arms with this one. Of course, we got the trading card in the back, a couple extra hands. Not a ton of accessories with these, which I think is all right. Let's see, look at the back here. So this wave, of course, really cool roster. I like how that's highlighted so you know which one you're getting. Of course, we have Lightning Strike Batman. I didn't do these in order. I guess I could have. I didn't even think about it, really. I wanted to start with Batman because it's Batman, right? And as you can see right there, we've got Batgirl, obviously, coming up. We've got Two-Face and Christmas with the Joker, which is a fun one. That one was actually very difficult to come by. It was very hard to track down. I eventually found it on Target.com. I was because I passed on it once, because like I said, these being a $30 price point, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, maybe there's something else I want more. And, you think 30, 60, 90, 120, it's a pretty good chunk of change to throw out all at once. But regardless, that they are definitely fun. Wave 4 is currently at retail, so you can actually pick those up pretty much right now if you want. Wave 4, of course, Bane, Poison Ivy, Hardak, which was like the robot Batman, and who was the fourth one? Man, my memory is terrible. So it was Bane. Oh, it's the Phantasm from the Mask of the Phantasm movie. And also available right now, if you go to Best Buy, is Clayface. You can buy the Clayface gold label that goes with this in a huge box if you see it, which I think is awesome. I'm a huge Clayface fan. I have the DC Multiverse Clayface, which I don't buy the big figures usually, but that one and Bane, I made an exception because they were just so incredible. I was like, oh, I got to get these. But of course, we still got the trading card back there. Now, here's a problem I have. I would like to get your guys' take on it. I love these coming with a trading card. That's awesome. I dig it. Here's the problem. I'm going to build Maxi Zeus. That's something we're going to do right here on the channel. And he's not going to have a trading card ever because it's not a figure like that. So does that bother you guys? It's like I would love to have a complete set of figures and a complete set of trading cards. But I don't have that, so what are you going to do? First world problems, I guess. But I don't recall Batman ever wearing this on the show. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I do know they had a figure like this, just because that was kind of the MO of the line, as they kind of did random versions of Batman to sell toys, which I totally get. And realistically, we're in 2025 and nothing has changed, because that's exactly what they're doing here. But I do know there's been a Batman in every wave. Wave 1, of course, had like the regular Batman, and but he had like kind of the shadow, kind of like the cartoon shadows on him. And Wave 5 that's coming up, it's just classic Batman with no shadows. And I'm like, okay, now you're not even trying. At least give us like Inferno armor Batman where it's red and orange and all that other stuff, but nothing like that. But we're going to open this up and see how it looks. And let me know, are you guys into collecting this line? I did tell myself that if McFarlane ever did a Batman the Animated Series line, I would be all in, because I loved Batman the Animated Series. I still do. I still think it's one of the greatest cartoons of all time, especially for the 90s kids. And us 90s kids, I hate to talk badly about cartoons of today, but let's be honest, our stuff was the best. It really was. Like X-Men the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series. Of course, we had shows like Power Rangers. Boy Meets World, which does not really fall into the same category, but you catch my point. There we go, Lightning Strike Batman. Let's read his little data file here if we can. I'll hold it up for the camera so you guys can read along. Real name Bruce Wayne, the Dark Knight, the world's greatest detective, Gotham City's guardian. The hero known as Batman goes by many titles as a result of a life in the shadows, building an urban legend that is revered by the innocent as much as it is feared by Gotham City's cowardly and superstitious criminal lot. What a weird sentence. In a world full of superheroes and supervillains, Batman fights crime using his intellect, physical and mental training, and an arsenal developed with his family's fortune. Well, that pretty well describes Batman. So, yeah, a cool card, though. If you're a trading card person, these are fun to keep. But like I said, we won't get a Maxi Zeus, so that is a little bit disappointing. But what are you going to do? I'm going to pop out Maxi Zeus's arms here. Of course, these are McFarlane figures, so as per the usual, we're going to have some twist ties. All right, so we got Maxi Zeus's arm. I plan to do all these figures, not back-to-back, but relatively close together so that we can build Maxi Zeus right here on the channel, which will be fun. Very tight joints on there, but like I said, I think, Maxi Zeus might have been a character that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And so if this gets him in the line, I'm honestly okay with it. It's maybe not the most desirable one, but like, why not? Like, getting somewhat random characters in the line, I think is kind of fun. Lightning Strike Batman. Okay, so this is his hand. It's got like a gun on it. Am I looking at that right? It's like his finger comes off, and it's like a gun. It's like Inspector Gadget or something. What is going on here? Wild stuff. I don't recall him having finger guns. Do you guys? Some type of a weapon of sorts. Oh my gosh, twist ties. They are the worst. I wonder if anyone's at home and just being like, man, I wish there was more twist ties on my figures. I get it, trust me, I do. And I feel like all this is done because of theft. But I go back to my original thought. I don't think people are stealing this stuff in stores. I think they are buying it legally, like you would. Getting him out of the package. It looks pretty cool. I dig this. I like this look. Nice cape. It's got the shadowing on it like the other figures, but I don't think it looks bad. But like I said, I think they're buying it legally like they should be. And then I think they are taking it home, taking it out of the package, swapping it with something else, and returning it. I don't know. So are the twist ties that necessary? Like, you're just making it more difficult for everybody else? I don't know. Let's see if I can get him to stand up. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to hold his card right here so we can see his card there. But this is a pretty cool figure. Pretty cool figure indeed. I don't understand the finger guns, but they are cool. I guess it's like a special weapon that maybe he had. Maybe it was something he had on a previous figure. I don't know. Drop it in the comments below if you remember, because I certainly do not. But overall, this is a fun Batman figure, and a nice addition to the Batman the Animated Series line. I could see, if you're collecting this line, being a little bit over all the different Batmans. Like, come on, give us other characters, especially with Build-A-Figures. So you kind of have to buy it because, well, he just took a tumble. These don't stand up the best sometimes. They have very small feet, which is kind of results in making it a little harder for them to stand. Come on, there we go. But Maxi Zeus wouldn't have his arms if he didn't buy this figure. So, I don't know, 6 and 1/2 a dozen of the other. I'm sure if you get online, you could probably buy those arms from somewhere, but how much is that going to cost? Less than $30? It's hard to say. The Build-A-Figure thing is definitely an interesting thing that we don't see. Well, we didn't see back in the day, but we see all the time now. So let me know in the comments down below. Is this something you're into? Do you like the Build-A-Figure concept? Would you buy this anyway? Are you out completely? What are your thoughts? Overall, I dig it. I think it's a cool Batman. I like the Kenner-esque version of it, so that makes it fun for me. And it's something a little bit different, which I can always appreciate. But hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you're enjoying my new show that I just dropped probably about a week or so ago. What's on the Pegs? I do a lot of toy hunting, as a lot of you guys probably do. I hit up stores very regularly. And even if I'm just going in to buy something, like, oh, I need laundry detergent, I always make a trip to the toy aisle. And I'm sure most of you all are the same way. It's just kind of ingrained in us. It's who we are. That's what we do, right? And so I've been documenting, oh my gosh, documenting all the things I'm finding that is interesting to me. So I kind of put that into a new show, and it's called What's on the Peg. So, and I'm going to be dropping that every Saturday. So check that out, and make sure you're subscribed to the TB Toycast YouTube channel so you don't miss it. And of course, also check out a lot of my other unboxings. I'm not going to go through a ton of them, but there are several to check out, like Captain Spaulding from NECA. That was a really fun one. How about the Road Warriors from the Unsanctioned Classic Superstars line from Ringside Collectibles? That was a really fun one. And another fun one to check out, how about Guile from Street Fighter? Just did that one the other day, in fact. Check all of those out on the TB Toycast YouTube channel. And then, of course, Tales of the Toy Box, another new show, because apparently I just hate spare time. And that's a different type of show. It's going to be dropping probably once a month, but it's going to kind of do a deep dive into a very specific toy line that I am a huge fan of. So check that out. Episode 1 is available now, all about G.I. Joe Street Fighter. So, that's it. Oh, yeah, also check out the TB Toycast podcast, of course. Every Thursday we have new episodes dropping with a different main event, and we also are talking about what we're finding, things we're seeing on the pegs, things we are into, things we're not into, things we're excited about, all that good stuff. Maybe things that we're tired of, because that happens a lot in toys too. You get real into something, and then all of a sudden you're kind of over it, and it certainly does happen. But check that out as well. Thank you guys very much for checking out the TB Toycast YouTube channel. That is Lightning Strike Batman, and we will see you in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.